So maybe you've been watching our channel for some time and you've decided that you would like to call the Temecula Valley your home, and now you really need to dig into what neighborhood you would like to live in. Today we're here with another neighborhood spotlight, checking out the Falcon View neighborhood. I can't wait to show it to you. Let's dive into all the details and tell you what this neighborhood is all about. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to all new things coming here to the valley. We want to let you know exactly what it's like to live here in the valley before you decide to call it home. For these neighborhood spotlights, we always like to start with location. Where is Falcon View? Well, right now we are in Murrieta, and we are located basically right in between the 15 and 215 freeway. If I was going to call a central location for Murrieta, this is pretty much it. So we are right in the middle of Murrieta, centrally located, quick access to the 15 freeway. Again, if you're looking to head north up into Orange County, LA, that's the route you would take. You could head south down to San Diego. And then we've got the 215 freeway, which also runs north and south, but would get you into more of like the San Bernardino Riverside area or down into San Diego as well. So great central location, lots of shopping and all of those pieces around here, and quick access to both freeways makes this location a perfect choice. Next up, let's talk about what I love about this community. First and foremost, it is absolutely the charm here. There is not another neighborhood in the entire area that looks like this. These homes have a Cape Cod style feel to them, and they are completely unique. Unique floor plans that you won't see anywhere else in the area, and unique exteriors that you won't see anywhere else in the area. So if you like charm, and maybe you're coming from East Coast and you see a lot of that, and you're tired of all the cookie cutter tract homes that are here in our area for a majority, these homes completely shake that up for you. Outside of that, this neighborhood is known for its affordability, and we will talk more on that here in a moment. But when you're looking for an affordable home that has some charm, Falcon View has it all. Now let's talk about two things that you should consider maybe before you actually move to the neighborhood here. So maybe two cons or just some things to ponder before calling Falcon View home. Number one is actually one of the streets here. There's actually two main streets that run through the neighborhood, but one of the streets can actually be used as a cut through for people to avoid traffic. So welcome to the days of Waze and Google Maps and all of that show people exactly how to get through town by avoiding traffic. Well, one of those ways that they do that is cutting directly through this neighborhood here. So there's two streets, one is much busier than the other, so be careful on that. Just expect some traffic during some of the heavier commuter times, early morning and getting into the later evening. So that is one thing to consider, along with the fact that these homes were actually built in the 1980s. So Murrieta is a relatively new city, and so we very rarely see things that are built, much later than the 90s. So these are some of the original homes here in the area, built in the 80s, which means some older windows, some older garage doors, older fences, all that kind of stuff that may need some updating as you take on a purchase. So keep that in mind as you come here. Maybe some updates needed, but you will find plenty of homes that come up for sale here in this neighborhood that have already been upgraded and had some of those replacements done as time has worn on. So if you're savvy and you keep a close eye out for those things, you can definitely snag a great deal for a great price that's well updated. Now let's talk about price. So in these videos, we don't quote exact prices because they change all of the time. So I use some general ranges for you here. When it comes to prices here in the Falcon View neighborhood, you can expect a starter price point, so the lower price point of Murrieta, to about the mid-range depending on how that home has been updated. Now if it's completely original, which we see a few of those pop up here and there still, you'll be in the lower end of that price point. But if it's got some of the updates, maybe had some artificial grass installed, maybe some new windows, some fresh updates inside, then you can expect to be kind of in the mid price point for Murrieta. Now, if you want current up-to-date pricing, give me a call. Happy to get you up-to-date pricing for the Falcon View neighborhood, or leave a comment below. We will get to you immediately. Now let's talk about what size home you might find here in the Falcon View neighborhood. Keep in mind, we're in the starter to mid price point, so you're gonna see some smaller homes compared to what you might get elsewhere inside of Murrieta. But we're looking at homes anywhere from 1,200 square feet up to 1,600 square feet, and those are gonna offer anywhere from 3 to 4 bedrooms. So not the largest homes that you'll find in the area, and definitely not the smallest either, but it's gonna fall right in that starter home price point. So great for downsizing for somebody, great for someone that's a first-time home buyer. You're going to get that great price along with some decent square footage and tons of charm. Now let's dive into the schools. So if you're moving here as a younger family, you've got some kids that are working their way up through the public school system, this is definitely something that you will want to tune into. So if you've got some younger kids here, you're going to be going to Tovashal Elementary School, and that is rated an 8 out of 10 on the Great Schools ranking system. If you don't know, greatschools.org is a great resource to dive into all things schools, know about their test scores, reviews from parents, students, all of that is involved in there. Now, if you're going to junior high or middle school here, you're going to be attending Thompson Middle School, and that is going to be a 7 on the Great Schools rating. And high schoolers are going to go to Murrieta Valley, home of Ricky Fowler, the pro golfer, and many actually other famous athletes, some professional Angels baseball players. It's really known for its athletics. On that one, you're actually at a 9 out of 10 on the Great Schools ranking system. So you've got some really good schools here. They're not super close. The elementary school is. The middle school and high school are just a little bit further, so plan to have maybe some driving involved there. It's definitely not walkable for the junior high and middle school. One of my next favorite features about this neighborhood is the low tax rate and no HOA. That means on a monthly basis, you are keeping your costs down here to an absolute minimum. You've heard me say it here on the channel before. When you come to the Temecula Valley, tax rate can vary a ton, anywhere from 1.1% all the way up to 2.2, 2.3%. And that may not sound like anything to you right here, but when it comes to breaking things down, it could be $500 or more a month in your payment forever. They're taxes. Even if you pay that home off, you have to pay that every single year. So this is one of the lowest tax neighborhoods in all of Murrieta, all of the Temecula Valley, and no HOA on top of that. So if you're budget conscious, looking for a great deal on a home, Falcon View is the perfect spot. So overall, this is a great choice for a low price neighborhood with great affordability. Again, there's not going to be a lot as far as amenities here. You don't have the HOA, so there's no park or pool or playground or anything like that here in this immediate neighborhood. There are some choices you can walk to from here, so it doesn't fully exclude that. Outside of that, in this neighborhood, you do have some opportunity for some view lots. This neighborhood is actually elevated a bit more than the rest of the area, and so some of the homes facing the direction that I'm standing will actually have a great view of some of the Temecula Valley here. And just on the other side, you've got some hill and some naturescape, so it really feels pretty remote and offers some great views. Overall, if I was going to summarize this neighborhood for you, I would say tons of charm, great value, and small neighborhood feel. And that sums it all up here. It's a great option, again, for people that are starting out, that are budget conscious, that look for charm, which we don't typically get in our area outside of the cookie cutter stuff. So Falcon View is a great choice. Thanks for tuning in for our neighborhood spotlight on Falcon View here in Murrieta. Our channel, again, is dedicated to all things Temecula Valley, keeping you updated on new construction and spotlight tours, everything here in the Temecula Valley. So if you enjoyed today's content, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment below if you have any questions about moving to Falcon View, moving to the Temecula Valley, what the current prices are. Leave that comment below. We will get to you immediately. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.